I'm Chad Ritchie. Welcome to the Fortunate Few. We're jumping right in. Ethan wasn't here last week, so we're going to start with his shit. You have 4 months.
Alrighty then.
Training. What are you doing?
I think I'll train my tracked vehicle.
And your
driving.
gunnery?
Yeah. Can I do both?
Yes, you can do both.
I'll do both.
Are you spending the first month that's the easiest month on it?
Yeah.
Where you don't have to pay money to do it?
Yes. I will do that.
Alright, you've got 1 month that gets you 7 XP on one skill, or if you split it up, 3 XP in 2 different skills. What are your ranks?
I'm at level 2 in both gunnery and drive.
You need 10 experience to get to... no, you need 6 experience to get to a 3. I can break today.
I'll just put 3 in both instead of 4 and be happy with my life.
3 in both?
Yeah.
Instead of 4?
Because I have 1 experience in both.
Now, you can train more during those other 2 months. You just have to pay for the training.
Right, which is going to cost me how many CELOs?
What did we say last time?
I can't remember.
I think it was 1,000 per skill per month.
That's money I don't have. So instead we're going to do something
Wait, didn't you get paid?
No.
No,
It was a lot.
Everybody got paid.
Everybody got paid.
Were you not even here for that?
I don't think I was.
Okay, everybody got paid. You all get 10,000 C bills in the bank as a part of combat pay.
I have money now.
Combat and back pay. It's been 3 weeks since we played, so we don't remember where we're at. In the meantime, yeah, so you do have money.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay. Would you like to continue your training to try and get things raised?
Well, let's start with, I have 5 floating experience. Can
Right.
I dump
You can
that?
toss it into anything you already have. Did we go over the check marks and the resolution with that for you?
So last time I was here, you told me anything that we had used a skill in that I needed to put a check mark next to, which I did, and then at the end of that session, we put a XP point in all of the check marks.
Yes. So you did all that. You have your 5 floating XP. You can dump that in there as well.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
How much does it take to go from level 1 to level 2 in a thing?
3.
So, what you're saying is I can dump my 5 XP, I can dump 2 of that into tech lasers and 3 of that into tech missiles and get both to level 2.
Correct.
I'm going to do that.
Okay. Yeah. There was also some training regiments that you guys went through
Yeah.
as well.
For one, Dave successfully taught everybody with 1 week how to train people. It is functionally the same as Dark Conspiracy's instruction skill. You need it to be able to teach.
Oh, okay, that's good. What month is that happening?
I
I think
believe
that was the first.
we all spent the first month actually training at the thing because we could do it for free while we
Yeah.
were still there.
Yeah.
Then
I
it
think
was
it was
the
after the
first
month.
week
Yeah.
of the second month.
So I can...
You can
Yeah, and
roll
Dave
for
got,
that.
if I remember, Dave got really exceptionally well on the rolls.
Why do you even have D20s? We don't use D20s here.
Oh,
What do you
that's
think
right.
this is? A modern RPG?
Since when do we play any
2D6,
modern
right?
RPG?
Oh, Dark Conspiracy. You know, uses D20s, but
Modern.
low is good. So if I
century.
remember
Deep.
correctly, learning stuff is a,
Remind me again what
I want to say a save of some kind.
Yeah, it's mental.
It's a, well, it's a learn.
Depends on the, yeah.
Yeah.
I can brain today. I
If
don't
it's
have-
mental, do I just need to roll above my 7 in mental?
So
Well,
it
what's
is
your learn
a
save?
learn save. It's a learn save.
My learn save is A+.
Okay, it was easier by,
It was,
think 3 easier.
yeah, because Dave rolled exceptionally well. I think
So I need to...
Well, I
beat
think just generally it's that because you're learning something that's easy to learn.
So I need to beat a 5.
Yes.
I beat it with a 7.
Excellent.
So I get 1 level in training.
You get 1 level. You get an experience point. That experience point translates it into 1 skill point immediate
Okay.
because it's 1 is 1.
Gotcha. Okay. That's awesome. That's huge.
So, yeah, that is huge. Some people did some other training at some point.
Mhm.
I know.
I did reflex training for
We don't have
7
any
months. We
moves.
do reflex.
Um,
4. You could train it to 5
Moves.
with me and spend the same training
Yeah.
time and
Okay.
take use of my stuff to bump that up to a 5.
to
Because I
go
went
from a
from
4 to
4 to
5, you
5.
need 25 experience.
Mm-hmm.
25 experience is 3 months straight, plus some of your extra experience.
I'm not gonna do that.
Really, the question is do you have any attributes that are 1 or 2? Those are pretty easy to get up.
Yeah, I have charisma.
Charisma.
You could train that. Now, granted, there are other things you could work on. You could try and make stuff. You could try and build stuff. You could work and get money. You could translate some of your money into wealth that you'll be able to take with you to places.
Build a trolley.
Dave, for example, did some local agriculture into the coffee bean industry and found that Rockland has Rockland's best coffee. Things that grow in desert environments that don't have much water tend to be a lot more rich and saturated with the thing that makes them delicious.
Yep.
And so Rockland's own is like
Espresso. Put super espresso.
yeah.
No, that makes sense. No, I do have something that I would like to do. We discussed prior to the campaign starting that
Ethan. Up here.
sorry.
There you go.
We discussed prior to
to
we discussed prior to the campaign starting that I would be able to do some modifications to my personal memory, and that would take months, not years, and would take a lot less funds. So I'm curious if I have the ability to modify my pulse laser pistol
Yes.
in the 3 months that I have.
Oh, yeah, plenty of time. Really, it's more of a how many times do you want to roll for success, and how many successes does it take to modify it? In this case, you're taking a laser pistol, and you know what a pulse laser pistol is, so you just need the equipment, a place to do it.
Well, I have a pulse laser pistol.
Oh, you have a pulse laser.
I have a pulse laser pistol.
What are you wanting to do with it then?
I want to turn it into a heavy pulse laser pistol.
Oh, right. Okay. That's a little bit different because the people who do that usually are like, yes, here's a heavy pulse laser pistol. Oh, cool. Is it going to melt my hand off? Maybe.
I could do that for you for 100 C bills.
Yeah. Turn it to maximum.
Not just strap some lead plates to
Oh yeah, sorry. We'll just make it
It's
heavier.
heavier.
We'll say that you need 2 successes, so it's going to take at least 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's going to take 2 check every week, basically, to
Okay.
see if you can do it.
Alright.
Every check that you do is going to set you back, I'm going to say 200 C bills.
Okay, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay.
I will make a check for week 1 then.
All right, week 1 check.
That's a 7. I have 6+.
Then you succeed on your first success.
Excellent. Second one.
Yep.
That's a 7.
All right. A heavy pulse laser pistol. We'll go over the stats at the end. Remind me to modify that on your character sheet so you know what
Excellent.
it does that's different.
Indeed.
But yeah, 2 weeks down, you've modified your personal weapon.
And then, seeing as how that only took 2 weeks, I would like to spend my next month and 2 weeks. I'm going to offer my tech skills to the base
Okay.
in an attempt to make some money, or I will exchange my time for parts.
Okay. As far as parts go, there's going to be different levels of how we describe parts in the campaign.
Right.
Instead of with specific weapon systems,
Mhm.
and you get them wholesale, you can assume you can, modify mechs for that kind of thing.
Right.
But there's a difference between mech scale stuff and personal scale stuff.
Right.
Are you looking for personal scale stuff, or are you looking for mech scale stuff?
I'm looking for mech scale stuff.
Then you're going to be able to get it, but it is going to be kind of a aftermarket use, so to speak, where they pull off actuators and such and are like, this doesn't meet the standards. You could probably fix it up, but most people don't have that time.
Right.
But yeah, you can work for that process.
Okay.
Are you also going to be essentially training that skill while you're doing it?
Yes.
Okay, and which skill are you going to be using?
Missiles.
Missiles. Okay. Yeah, you can do the missile repair checks for things.
Okay.
A lot of that ends up mostly just being reloading
Sure.
systems, making sure the reloading systems are mechanically functional, making sure the missile systems load correctly.
Of course.
There's very little like, oh, this somehow took an actual critical damage. We need to fix it kind of thing.
Right.
That's pretty rare when you're not actively shooting at people. How many weeks do you want to use?
6.
Okay. All 6?
Yep.
Okay. Then you give me a check for each week. Each time you roll, you get an experience. You succeed, or anytime you roll, you get an experience, basically.
Okay. And then successes do different things, or just
Successes will change how many aftermarket parts you get, essentially.
cool. Alrighty then. That's an 8, which is a success.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6, which is a success. That's a 7, which is a success. That's an 8, which is a success. That's a 12.
12 gets you an extra experience point, and we're going to talk about what you get out of the aftermarket parts for that. That was 5.
That's a failure.
Okay. So 1 failure, 1 critical success, and 4 other successes. So you get 6 experience.
Which takes me from 2 to 3.
Yes, that would take you exactly from 2 to 3.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, as a heads up, you won't have to worry about grenade launcher rounds for a while.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and mark on an extra sheet of paper for your personal equipment and such. Don't use those sheets. Okay. Those sheets that are turned upside down are upside down for a reason over there. We'll get to them eventually.
Eventually. This is why I have the folder.
Missile parts, mech scale missile parts.
Yes.
You'll put down 5. And then we'll talk about what kind of weapon system you get for your critical success. You have, let's see here. So missile system, this is still the Northwind Hussars, so they've got a decent amount of clan stuff. As far as missile systems, the vast majority is going to be LRM, SRM.
Right.
I guess you could hypothetically get a NARC beacon out of it. NARC launcher. Clan NARC launcher is pretty good. But it's also a very expensive piece of equipment. And it will technically have problems that you'll have to work on fixing.
Right.
Why don't you roll me a D2? Should just do the 2d6 and we'll see what kind of system would be common enough to work.
12?
Great, now I have to look up rare shit.
I was thinking to myself, it's gonna roll well.
Weapons.
I mean,
Missile weapons.
an ATM
ATMs
would be pretty rare.
ATMs are like, they exist, but so few clanners have actually used them in the inner sphere. Because this is, last I remembered, it is still, what is it, 3060?
Yeah.
3061 now. Yeah. Technically, ATMs exist in, what, 3058?
Yeah, something like
Actually, technically 3054, but so few things are used at that point.
that would be pretty funny to get, though. Hey, we can't get the LRMs to fit into this freaking launcher.
Yeah, jeez Louise.
This weird thing.
We don't know. It must be broken. We're just going to give it to you.
It's like an SRM-3? What the heck? I mean, it kind of does just look like an SRM-3.
It does.
You think it's a rare MRM?
Man, an MRM-3, they'd be like, yeah. Shoots 3 unguided rockets. Man, on our technical.
Just point and click.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go to the S's on this one, I think. Because this is something that is... It exists. Prototype and design protection is 3057. And by 3060, they are around, I would guess. But
How well
question
proliferated.
is... Yeah, it really becomes a, how common are they? Do I really want to... Man, you rolled so well. You right into the
And getting ammo for it would be a huge pain in the ass.
That could be the appeal.
All right. Yeah, it'll probably be one of these. I'll allow a streak LRM launcher. Now I need another roll to see what class weapon it is. Where would they even have put one of these on one of these mechs? I can't name a mech that has a standard streak LRM launcher that's in this era.
I don't know most clan mechs, to be honest.
Mostly not.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a clan streak LRM 10. Sure for that. Streaks are fun in that they don't fire unless they lock on, which means when you roll and you miss, you don't use ammo.
Yeah.
Which allows you to carry less ammo and is less dangerous for you to, fool around.
Streak
A
LRMs.
10 is a nice one because you can have a ton of ammo and have 12 shots, and it will get you through most battles. Even extended battles, because, again, when you don't lock on, you don't shoot. They also have no minimum range like clan LRM launchers do. I hate you so much.
That's pretty good.
All I got was a car.
Yeah, but you also trained in a bunch of stuff, which means you actually have skills now. Mr. I don't feel skilled over here is going, I'm not going to work on any of my skills. Yeehaw!
What are
I
you talking
do
about? Work on one.
What is your piloting gunnery?
my piloting and gunnery are both at level 2, so
Which
they're
is
6
your
plus.
6 plus? Okay, that's not terrible. You guys should all be 4/5s. My plan was for you to all be 4/5s at the end of these 4 months, but you were just like, man, we're going to do other stuff.
Oh yeah, I guess I should ask technically. So when something levels up, do I reduce my roll?
I mean,
Are you a 5/5 now?
No, but my missiles was a 4.
This is what I have to deal with.
Which means that last one was a success.
Note to self, make people in first mech battle even shittier. You can't go above 8/8. You can. But seriously, you might as well put children behind the cockpit controls, because that's how good they are.
Hey, they've been raised from a young age to pilot these things.
We survived the first battle just fine. I'm sure we'll do just fine in the second battle.
As the sign on the barracks door says, children cannot operate individual weapons, but they are excellent for crew-served weapons.
Builds teamwork.
That's right.
Go, my child soldiers!
You carry the
me
ammo,
when I
you
roll
two
my-
carry the gun.
Me when I roll my tracked vehicle across the field. Charge, children!
Coney,
Oh, it's the children's
3060.
brigade.
We're going to take a break here because the second pizza is about ready. You have a month on a dropship. The dropship is a civilian cargo ship. There's almost nothing to train that isn't the most basic of stuff.
Do they have an ice engine?
What do you mean? You want to work on internal combustion engines on a dropship?
Yep.
They won't allow you to do that.
That checks out.
The carbons, the CO2 scrubbers will only work so well. You can't just be starting up vehicles inside dropships. You think about it. Let's get the...
Can't you do the thing in the mechanic shop where you just part the exhaust out the
Just open the airlock a little.
hole.
All you have to do is open the airlock a
drain
little.
some.
Just a teeny
I
bit.
just take my laser and I just make a new porthole.
There's just a hose that runs all the way up to the hab unit and then it goes into one of the toilets.
I mean, that's some periphery engineering.
Striker.
That's my time.
Okay,
All well and done.
then we can move on to chapter 1. That's right. We weren't even in chapter 1 yet. We weren't even in part 1 yet. We were in chapter 0. It was all pre-game stuff. That was the first 2 episodes of this thing.
Heat phase.
We also did Heat, which was fun.
Yes. I won't miss the next one.
All right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Woo! Duck and roll! I guess we're including this in this episode, so I don't have to do an opener again, right?
You don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
I'm just wondering how it's going to work. But
You
yeah,
could also just do
we'll
an
include-
opener.
no,
in
we'll just include it because who gives a crap, right?
The idea of the heat phase portion is that you're gonna get highlights. The heat phase is not a long session,
Right.
so it'll cover like I did this, done.
We also did some just some quick question answers to
Yep.
get to know you.
I'll be there for the
Me
next one.
praising the people that were there on making this so much awesome and fun because we should have done this sooner. We should have done something like this sooner, let's be honest. Did you choose a special combat ability?
No.
No.
We spoke,
We spoke, but we didn't
No,
say
I-
on camera what you wanted to do.
and I don't remember. So
Range Master, name a weapon and it has +1 to all range brackets for that battle. You can choose every battle at the beginning of every battle which one it is. Bombardier missile weapons you shoot have -1 to hit only at long range, making their effective 0 to 3 instead of 4 to hit. Penalty. Knocker mechs you hit with a ballistic weapon have +1 piloting skill rolls for the rest of that round. Igniter mechs you hit with a laser weapon have +2 heat this round. Groundbreaker, each round, one piece of terrain costs 1 less to enter. This does not include going up and down hills, but includes rough terrain, trees, water, that kind of stuff. Manager, you gain 2 less heat when firing all weapons. That is useless to you currently because you drive tanks and they have to be able to take their
all their
heat,
heat.
else they take damage.
Yeah.
Dodger, melee attacks against you have +1 to hit. Pugilist, a successful melee attack reduces the target's movement by 1 in the next round. Kip up, standing from prone costs 1 less movement. And you can just take another point of lucky, another point of edge.
I think when we discussed it, we had said that I was going to take Dodger, if I remember.
Melee attacks
correctly.
get you a +1 to hit because you don't want to be kicked in a tank.
Yeah.
How often is that going to come up? They say tank and they go, kick that.
I'm
It's like, no!
Yeah. We
Put it in reverse, Jim.
Yeah, it was Dodger.
Dodger, go ahead and write down Dodger. It is on you guys to remind me what your special abilities are in combat.
Yep.
Note that Dodger doesn't just apply to mech scale combat.
You can write it under traits and perks.
It also applies to personal combat, where applicable.
Oh, then that's very fitting.
Because some of them are supposed to be better because they're used in both.
Yeah.
Like Range Master, technically.
I have better range with my shot.
Yeah, wait till I use Igniter on somebody.
But that's the thing is, Igniter is one of those things where it's like, are they wearing anything that prevents laser-based weapon damage and using a laser weapon on them? Yeah, you could catch a person on fire with a laser weapon. That's totally something that could happen.
Yes.
Granted, it doesn't cause heat, it just causes them to be on fire. Which is bad enough.
Yeah, if they're holding a gallon of gasoline.
Here, catch!
Yeah.
Zero.
Wait a minute.
no.
As a question on that skill,
Yes.
does that also count for? You see that object over there? I'm gonna light it on fire. Pow!
Well, technically, laser weapons and flamers kind of. That's just a natural
Okay,
set.
so I just have more. Of a
Your
chance.
special ability would give you a better chance.
Okay.
By the way,
Okay.
before
Look,
we
they're fuel
forget,
dump.
the vibro katana, real quick.
Okay. Special equipment that people were trying to pick up in the meantime. Some people picked up extra stuff because that's what they're doing. Kyle contacted me and said, hey, I would like to try and get a vibro katana on the market and actually legit pay for it. Vibro katanas are rare. Vibro swords are uncommon in this era. So I told him that we would on camera have a roll for that. What did I say?
8+ for a vibro sword would be available. 10+ for a vibro katana.
Correct. And that's just a generic luck roll. It doesn't have anything to do with it.
Because I was specifically looking to get one for myself and one to kid out.
So you'd be doing 2 rolls.
Mm-hmm. All right, first roll.
Is this
No.
the
Those were a pair, right? Isn't that supposed to count for something?
I'm having him roll twice.
Okay.
Just
Yep.
because.
Advantage.
And as far as like getting a pair, it doesn't really change much. It's only 2 1s and 2 6s that matter.
I thought that was gonna happen. 2-6.
One vibro sword.
Okay, yeah, you can get a vibro sword on market. It costs double the standard cost because they have to ship it to you. But
Yep.
I mean,
So,
it's a vibro sword.
Sword, not katana.
Yep. because Vibracananas are kind of rare, and you are at least in the right part of the realm, being kind of in Draconis Combine space to get one. But the fact that like they're a controlled device, you don't just sell them. Generally speaking, you actually have to go to somebody and be like, "Hey, I want."
I was looking for the actual like. This isn't some made cheap in a factory. This is some like actual real like vibro katana.
Yeah.
It's not quite a lightsaber, but it's the next best
Oh,
thing.
they have no armor. You could walk up to an elemental in battle armor and start carving.
Actually, they specifically says in the lore that Vibracananas became more common specifically because of fighting clan elementals. And they went, wait a minute, this will actually go through it and hurt them. And they're like, shit, yeah, I'm gonna use this. Hey, you, come at me.
And it's easy to forget that the Draconis Combine, well, BattleTech was made in the 80s. Super Ninjas legit are canon.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yes, and there will be none of them in this campaign.
No.
We'll see.
In the meantime,
Yes.
Part 1.
Part 1. Part 1.
Well, Season 1, Part 1, Chapter 1. Invader Class Jumpship Lucky Strike. Nadir Jump Point, Itabaiana. Clan Novacat Occupation Zone, Iris Prefecture, Draconis Combine. 10th of March, 3061. It's a Sunday, by the way. Yes, I looked up all the dates for 3061 specifically so we'd know in our calendar. A Clacks in Wales aboard the Dropship Lightning Bug, indicating that there is 1 hour before your next jump. This is usually they do like a 2 hour, 1 hour, half hour, 10 minutes, 5 minutes countdown from a minute. If you're not in your seat before 1 minute, yeah, you'll probably be okay. Maybe you'll be thrown against a bulkhead. But there is that 1 in a million shot where the whole jump ship leaves you floating in space at the jump point. So just FYI, an hour is kind of the get your shit wrapped up, kids. What are you all doing aboard this Mule-class dropship? Which, by the way, is very much a big civilian cargo transport. It's literally the iconic big spheroid dropship that carries shit and people.
All right. 1 hour beforehand. Well, I'm going to be getting all my stuff stowed, getting a few various rites and stuff set up and done. I might not be the most superstitious individual, but jumps are still a scary thing. Misjumps happen.
Yeah, pretty rarely, but they do happen.
Pretty rarely, but there's always those stories.
Yes. All right.
I'm probably just in the middle of like a bar, and then the hour timer goes off, and I go,
Mule-class dropships are very well equipped. They're a very common, independent trader ship. Most of them actually, as soon as they're in system, they link up with their HPG system, like most ships. But what they do is they carry information, they carry data, they have bars, they have like lounges, literally for wherever these guys are sending you back to in the back lines, man, they're sending you in style. But also they're sending you like the slowest way possible.
right.
This thing jumps into the system and it doesn't jump out immediately. It's sitting around waiting, for cargo and different people to get off and board. And then, yeah, it's kind of silly.
Yep.
But it is one of those things. Just hanging out, shooting the shit, talking with people.
Yep.
All right.
Probably likewise, going around the ship, just meeting people,
Okay.
seeing what's out going on,
Yeah. Just kind of hanging out, chilling.
getting my bearings on
Yeah.
this thing.
Well, you guys have been on this jump ship for the better part of a month. So it's like you see people come and go slowly over time. But it's one of those things.
Probably having been on a jump ship before previously, but plenty of times.
You grew up on a drop ship.
Exactly.
You doing jumps, you're like, an hour till jump, I have 58 minutes to get in my seat. It's not even a problem. You've done this so many times. It's regular travel for you. You're the guy who's been to Europe and back multiple times on planes, even in coach, and you're just like, yeah, it's just a thing. It's safe. I've never been in an accident.
We're fine.
We're fine.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but we're an adventuring party, so I'm adventuring my way into other people's wallets by probably wrapping up a gambling ring.
Just a quiet little. This is so the legality of gambling. Everybody knows that you can't make gambling illegal. The truth is that there are different levels of government that you have to worry about. The Draconis Combine is like, no gambling. Gambling is evil. But also, are we going to come down on you personally? No. What we're going to do is look for those planetary gambling rings and shut them down. Right. Being on a independent dropship at a jump point attached to a jump ship that's leaving, yeah, they're more worried about, are you smuggling weapons to the insurgency group of the year? You know, like that's what they're worried about.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you've.
That's us.
Yeah. We are the insurgency group.
You've made us aware that you're doing like a gambling thing, I imagine.
It's pretty hard to miss.
Yeah, I probably
It's
am like nearby.
So in my mind, it's in the cargo bay where our 2 cars are. My 2 cars are.
Very
Our
nice.
2 cars are.
Hmm.
In between the Humvee and the 4-pack Rover that we have, with a couple of tarps set up over it, smoking cigarettes, drinking. There's a shoddy table there. We're all kind of moving some because of that, like that liquor and like all the like contraband. Duty
Yeah,
free.
all the stuff
duty
that-
free. I like the word duty free.
Duty free.
Duty free gear that I have.
Sir, one of the passengers has set up another duty-free drop in one of the cargo bays. And that's why there's signs.
Right.
In that case, Dad, what I'll be doing is setting up some whatchamacallit soup.
Okay.
Improv cooking. Let's get it.
I don't mind people rolling for shit. Ooh,
Actually.
man, that's pretty good.
3 over.
Okay, 3 better. Yeah, you whip up some stew, and it's. I'm assuming you're doing it more as like a here, have some food, instead of I'm actually looking for payment.
I'm not. I'm literally just cooking.
Yeah. It's just a
This
fun,
is just
fun
a whatever we've got in the bay is the limitation. So don't be surprised if you might need to make a body save.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
still not eating.
So
from
I'm gonna
the
roll
Wikipedia
gambling.
cookbook.
Yeah, if anybody would like to roll some gambling, I'm gonna
will-
invent some NPCs. I'm gonna roll for them.
I'll also be participating.
I will also
Because
participate.
why not?
Do you have
Well,
gambling?
I do now!
You have
yes!
gambling now,
But
and you have an
also-
advantage on the roll.
Yes.
So you roll 3 dice and you choose the best 2.
I have gambling.
How do you get advantage?
Because he actually paid 3 fucking trait points
Nice.
for advantage
Very
on a
cool.
skill and chose gambling even though he didn't have the skill.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll
Absolutely.
also be having Vanessa do provide background music and providing entertainment.
Yeah.
And I will also be. I'm trying to use skills. Is what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Because
so
get
the-
XP.
The secret of let's roll all the skills now so that I can
So
get them done.
everybody's going to hate me. I'm under by 1. I use my edge.
I love this.
Excellent.
Wait. So if you're under by 1 and you're using your edge to add 1, or would you like to re-roll the 1?
I will re-roll the 1.
Because the higher over it you get, the more you get.
Right.
If you just
Down
get
to
adds,
the
you just break even.
Okay. I'll re-roll the 1.
Hold on. I would like to state that. Hold on. I have you.
God damn it.
I'd like to state that I'm gambling, but I'm the dealer.
Are you trying to cheat? Are you trying
Oh,
to
100%, because I just rolled a 12.
Okay. Yeah, why not? Yes, and
Whoa, are
I
you
guess.
allowing this as the person running it?
Well, I assume that I'm going to benefit from him cheating, so do I get advantage on that?
Don't forget to point.
It depends on his roll.
Fair.
Do I get advantage on my advantage?
When did you roll 12?
When you said roll for gambling, I rolled and I rolled a 12.
You gotta leave those numbers out there so I can see them, sons of bitches. In the meantime, did you see it?
He did not. He was.
I did
busy.
not.
Did you see it? Oh, no.
Okay.
All right. Okay, you're trying to fleece people.
We.
We.
Which
All
means,
right,
also
fleecing
have,
people.
which means also have to do a secondary roll for seeing if they notice you cheating. Granted, they have to roll a 12 to notice you, but there is always a chance. Yes.
will be helping provide distraction.
There's nothing like
hot
starting
girl
a fight.
dancing distraction. Good to know.
There's nothing like starting a fight an hour before a jump because of cheating.
Success at Vanessa's
2 minutes
music.
till jump. 2 minutes till jump. Quick, hide the body. Hide the body.
Vanessa's music. She is
It's there. It's just not rolled. up.
okay. That would be social. So 8 at
Well, if you look at music, it's
or
mental.
2 over actually.
Mental.
Okay.
3 though.
Mental,
so her
3,
mental
6.
is a 9, becomes a 6.
Yep.
plus.
She's 1 over.
Okay. And you? How many are you over in yours?
I was 3 over on my actual dancing.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'd like my gambling.
Hold
roll.
on. I gotta just remember these numbers real quick.
Mhm.
8, 9, 7. 8, 9, 7. 8, 9, 7. Yes. Does he have edge?
Does he bump the 11 to a 12?
He has edge. He's going to bump the 11 to a 12. Go ahead and roll a streetwise check.
I'm glad I bumped this up. I am 2 over.
Okay. This guy gives you the look like he thinks you're cheating.
Mm-hmm.
But so long as you don't stiff him,
Perfectly fine.
he's kind of like, I'll back you.
The moment I get the look, his next hand is just pocket aces.
Okay. What is everybody over?
I
Their
haven't rolled
check.
yet.
You should probably roll.
I get advantage because we're cheating.
7. I'm at a success.
By how many?
At.
You're at a success. Okay. You're 1 under by your success. You've been.
I'm 6 over if it matters.
Okay. There are a slow influx and outflux of people, and you're not just fleecing people. You're kind of slowly taking
No,
money
yes, absolutely.
from them effectively.
Yes.
But you also notice that people are just like gambling with straight C-bills
Yeah.
in their credit account. In order to do physical transactions, there is physical money in places, but an actual like paper C-bills are kind of hard to come by in the
Of
future.
course.
So instead people are like, hey, this is this, and I can show you that it's worth this much. So you're kind of giving people chips for in and out barter wealth, essentially.
Okay.
The guy who you cheated basically will leave and go tell other people, oh, there's some gambling going on down there, and like feed you some people so long as he's not losing.
Yep.
Because some people know, they understand.
They
figure it out.
He'll break above even.
Yeah. I gave him a 10 plus on a D12 to have edge that he would use, and I rolled an 11.
Fair
And I was just like, wow, an 11 on his roll, he would spend edge to know for sure.
Absolutely.
Because he rolled the 7 for his gambling. And he was like, I'm going to lose a bunch of money here. These bastards are cheating me. So basically you can add another, I'm going to say 200 C-bills worth of wealth in generic goods if you want to. Just choose what those goods are because that could change their value over time. Yeah, depending on what he wants. And that's each 4 of you. I'm assuming you're essentially trying to split the profits effectively. You basically, Aria basically gets tips by being a big sexy hottie who's distracting them.
By being a Canopin.
Not a big sexy hottie. There's plenty of ugly canopins. I mean, just go there.
Yeah, every planet has its ugly people. Just look at Earth.
I'll do 200 C-bills worth of cigars.
200 C-bills worth of Rockland rye.
All right, the clock ticks down to the jump ship about to jump. Is there any last minute things you guys would like to do aboard this drop ship before this
I
jump?
like that.
Ask where we're going, where our next jump is.
Actually, you know where you're going next. You're in Itabaiana, which is in the Draconis Combine, and it is a part. It's kind of on the border with Ghost Bear. Ghost Bear does generally allow trade ships from the Inner Sphere at this point to move in and out of its systems, but they're watched because they don't want to be snuck up on. Draconis Combine, on the other hand, is literally in the middle of basically what's the word? Recovering all of its lost stuff, all of its lost planets. So a lot of their ships are out and about looking at, dropships, itineraries, that kind of thing. And because of that, some jump ships and drop ships have this tendency to, what's a good way of putting it? Try to avoid authorities. Because time is money and they don't want to have to go through an inspection every single time they jump through someplace. So what they're actually doing is they're jumping to an empty system on their way to their next destination.
All right.
Yep. Makes sense.
Yep.
Bandits.
Where is the tab that is open for this? Here it is.
And then the fire.
The itinerary says you're
No,
going to
you
the
can't do that.
Tuat
Thank you for gathering
system,
air
an
to
empty
drop.
system between Itabaiana and Yamarovka.
All right.
I've been looking at maybe getting back.
There's a
into
map.
Magic.
I think I'm gonna build an angle.
Pretty straightforward.
Just for-
It's well within
Just
range.
because.
Shouldn't be too bad. Other jump ships have gone in and out of it, so they're not very worried.
Yeah.
Calculations are run up. Batteries are charged. Good to know about Invader class jump ships is most of them have a battery. So they have an extra battery just in case they need to do a jump.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly it's how long it takes to calculate and how long it takes to recharge their batteries. Anything else you'd like to know or see or do?
Well,
Based on my knowledge of jump ships, everything going according to plan.
Yep.
All right.
Generally, on a dropship, you wouldn't be necessarily plugged in to the jump ship in that way. But if you wanted to say that you are always curious and always looking for stuff, you could link up with them because they do provide information for stuff.
Take a peek at it.
Okay. An Invader
I like
class
knowing things.
jump ship has 3 docking colors, and all 3 are full for this jump. There's you guys in the Mule class Dropship Lightning Bug.
okay.
Then there is a dropship called the Avantis, which doesn't list its class, which is a little weird. You could try to find a port window and look at it out the window and see what it is. Then there is a Lion class dropship called Starlight Reef, which screams military vessel.
We're so gonna get jumped once we get into this empty system.
I'll try and get a peek at that one drop ship.
Okay,
I get mine.
go ahead and roll a check. It's either going to be aerospace engineering or aerospace skills, or do you have like a trade skill that could help you here?
Unless you want to let me have bureaucracy.
It
don't
wouldn't
know.
necessarily be under bureaucracy or administrations per se. Why don't you give me a learn save?
Learn save.
Yeah, I would give you a learn save for this because you've been around enough jump ships or drop ships and jump ships.
That's
know.
going to be a hard roll.
The problem is this. I would give you a bonus, but it's actually this kind of drop ship isn't very common.
Oh, 1 under.
1 under.
You could spend your edge.
Why?
So it's actually a smaller dropship. Dropship. So the mule is this big beast. It's 158 freaking meters. It's gigantic. It carries 11.2 thousand tons in mass. Okay, most of which is cargo space.
I'll take a photo of it.
The Lion class Starlight Reef is 7.2 and is a military vessel. It's not even considered big for a military dropship. The Avantis is a 3K ton dropship. It's pretty small. It's like a what's it called? Not a Union. Unions are bigger. Unions are like 2 lances. This might carry a lance and a half.
I'll take a photo of it and show it to him.
Okay, go ahead and roll me aerospace.
We're at.
You think it might be what's called a denies, which is an older dropship that's usually only used in the periphery, but it looks like it's been upgraded, and weirdly enough, give me an observation check.
Ooh.
That does not look like a good roll.
It's not. We're 3 under.
Yeah, there's something weird about the way it's designed. It's got like It's possible that it's been repaired, like it was damaged and repaired, because it's got panels that are just janky out of shape.
I showed the engineering guy.
I'm actually going to use learn to re-roll my mental skill.
Engineering guy.
You had engineering.
Mental skill reroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
How much?
We are at.
Okay, so if it's a denies, if it's one of these,
I also,
it is way out of place.
I bring the engineering guy on this too. What do you make of this?
I have engineering.
You could roll engineering against it.
Okay.
There are things to learn about this device.
I'm over by 1.
Yeah, it was either heavily damaged and has been repaired in a weird, janky, periphery-ass way, which makes sense because it's a periphery ship. This is a original Star League era jump ship that's been slowly hodgepodged into service. But you suspect that it's not a trade ship. If it's being used for military, it's pretty covert. But it screams like pirate bullshit.
Yep.
Which a lot of pirates get by in the inner sphere pretending to be mercenaries that aren't in the MRBC. They're not affiliated with a direct group.
Well, we can check.
What group?
There are emblems on this thing, but
we can check the mercenary board, right?
you can check the mercenary board. There's nothing listed in your area.
What's the crew like that's been associating on the vessel that's going
On your vessel?
Well,
you wouldn't know on their vessel. You don't go over to their vessel. You would have to get into the jump ship, ride in a tram for about a half a kilometer, and then get out and request entry into their dropship, which they would probably deny you. Nobody does that.
fair enough.
The docking collars do have places where you can move supplies and people through the KFFC boom.
But I could go down there and kind of keep an eye on like who's coming in and out of it if I wanted to, right?
Nobody comes in and out. Jump ships usually tend to keep everybody in their dropships unless it's absolutely necessary.
How much time do we have until this jump? Because you said that we had like 2 minutes left.
Well, clock is ticking down, but in the last hour, just knowing that you're learning things or doing things is fine.
Gotcha.
How bad do you really want to know what's in there?
Probably not that bad,
Yeah.
but if you have an
You
idea,
know for a fact, as the trader, you know for a fact that the way to know is to contact the jump ship and see if they'll tell you.
Or I have this thing called security systems.
Hacking the jump ship security systems is very illegal, and they could arrest you.
If you get caught.
it's mildly frowned upon.
So last session,
Mm-hmm.
I met a guy
Mm-hmm.
that taught me forging.
Mm-hmm.
That was a smoked jaguar in disguise.
You would like to forge a alias that would allow you access to this information.
Correct.
Or just
What
tech
kind
credentials.
of credentials would you like to have?
Technician credentials.
You would. There's almost no technician that would ever be allowed that.
So
Even if you were
camera
a,
access on the
even
drop
if you were
ship?
a jump ship technician, you wouldn't necessarily have access to other people's dropship information.
Okay.
You would need to be a security specialist.
Let's right. So let me piggyback. Forge online, like Forge in system, piggyback off of a security admin that's already online, and request computer access at X terminal.
You could try.
Okay.
If you're trying to be safe so that you wouldn't get backtracked onto any of this, then you're making it too harder on yourself.
How bad do you want to know about this?
It's more
Not that
a
bad.
weird thing than is actual. Like, 'cause
It's a
here's the thing is,
curiosity.
if they are pirates, they sure as hell aren't going to want to start shit here.
Probably not.
Itabaiana is
Wait a minute.
heavily trafficked by, go figure, both Draconis Combine and by, what's their names? Clan Novacat.
So Brandon,
Mm-hmm.
is he part of that ship?
No.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
sit in your seats. We're jumping.
Yeah.
All right, get buckled up.
All right.
It's weird enough to keep an eye on it.
It's just good to know.
I mean, you could reach out and see if the dropship will tell you.
Countdown continues at the 5-minute warning, and then to the 1-minute warning. Then they count down from 30, etc., to make sure everybody's
We've
in the
already
seat.
closed
I'm
up
assuming,
gambling.
Put my seatbelt on.
I'm assuming you guys have seat belted in and
Yeah.
are in a proper location.
We closed up gambling.
You
like
don't
10
actually
minutes
want to be
before.
in the cargo bay when this happens
Right.
because there aren't really like seats.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just buckle into the cars.
That's what I was thinking, honestly.
Right.
The 10-second countdown, everybody gets those little jitters because traveling through hyperspace in a jump is weird. You feel it go by, but the amount of time that it takes is different than the amount of time you feel.
Mhm.
Jumps can take up to 15 minutes real universe time to accomplish. But you might only feel 15 seconds. In that 15 seconds, generally people don't look out windows. They kind of close their windows because it's bright and there's weird lights and stuff. And the last thing you want to do is have a seizure because you don't know you're epileptic until that moment where you go through it. The KF field is released, which surrounds Lucky Strike in this white glow for a second, and then you move. There's an immediate whoosh of everybody moving, which everybody expects. Like, everybody knows it's coming, but you don't always know which direction you're moving.
Yep.
Because you don't really, like...
Space is weird.
There's the jump ship, then there's the drop ship, and then you're moving this way immediately. So where are you inside it, and how are you going to... It's weird. Okay? Generally speaking, most people don't suffer from actual problems other than, lunch, shouldn't have that. Luckily, you did not fail your cooking check, so everybody here doesn't need to make immediate build checks for that shit. Oh, why did I sit on this side of you?
I just vomited through 4-dimensional space. I'm pretty sure that ended up at Earth.
They do talk about events where one person gets sick in a room with seats, and then it's just a vomit train when you arrive.
Good thing I've got my helmet on.
Yeah.
Staying out of this.
To everyone inside the Lightning Book, it looks like if a spotlight is just blasted through these windows, which is, why you want to keep them down, generally speaking. There's a slight buzzing in the air as if someone is firing a pitch of inaudible sound from a subwoofer right at your faces. 2 minutes go by, real time. To you, it feels like mere seconds. Now everybody makes a build save. You are going to be at a build save at not any easier. Now here's the good part. Wait. Here's the good part. Does everybody have 0G ops?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay! You can roll 0G ops instead of your build save if you would like.
Yeah.
It's two better, so
better.
I'm gonna take it.
Good by one.
Good by one.
Nope.
You get an experience point and 0G ops, but that is 2 ones you roll. And it is vomit o'clock for you.
And 2 under.
6 under.
I'm the only good one here.
Vomit City, plus an experience point. You feel nauseous. You're like, that was weird. 22 light years from your original star system, which isn't actually that bad. Most of them can go 30, some can go 60. Some go, immediately calculate, and then go again, because they crazy. Your arrival into this star system is met with stillness, but you notice that mid-transit, in that last part of a second, as you arrive in system, the whole jump ship and all of its drop ships turns violently, modifies its angle, and then pushes itself into real space. That's very rare.
Uh-oh.
You've been through some
Tokyo
hard
Drift.
ones. Like, you've been through some hard ones. But hard ones are usually like, oh, we missed the angle by a couple degrees. The computer automatically recalculates right in the last few microseconds. It goes, ugh, and you go, ugh. This one is like putting down a baseball bat, putting your head on it, spinning around it 8 times, and then going, and trying to hit a baseball thrown at you at 50 miles per hour. Not a good idea. Then there is a shuddering.
She likes rolling aerospace.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna roll aerospace.
Aerospace is rollable. You could also do just generally a learn save if you want to.
We're
Why not?
This is not a misjump.
That's good.
This is a misarrival.
Oh, that's worse.
A misjump goes, here's where I want to be. Here's where I am. Whoops. A misarrival is, here's where I want to be. Wait a minute.
Why?
There's something there.
Yeah.
So the computer goes, well, I need to go to a safe space because I don't want to appear inside a gravity well.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I immediately open the window.
Misarrivals are vastly more rare than misjumps by an order of magnitude.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, if you fire a bullet randomly in space in a direction and you give it 1 trillion years to move in a direction, the chances of it hitting something are
Still
effectively zero.
Yeah.
So jumping into a location and being like, wait a minute, there's something there,
is almost
pretty much never happens.
Yeah.
And the only time that ever happens is when you specifically are jumping into a point where somebody has set something up purposefully to screw with you. Or something's going on with that system that shouldn't be going on with that system.
Yep.
What did you roll?
I rolled at.
Okay.
I'm good.
I got 3.
I will reach out over the comms.
You don't get a chance.
Oh.
The shuddering turns immediately into shaking. Then there is a creaking
Are we in Atmo?
as you feel the entire length of a 500-meter long jump ship go. "Eh."
We're in Atmo.
I'm opening the window.
You open the window to see the first whiffs of the outer atmosphere of a planet streaking by the jump ship. This should never happen.
What do?
The other immediate thing you see is a small moon-sized rock scraping the upper atmosphere of this planet as it goes by you on the opposite direction.
Oh!
The jump ship has entered a location where it goes, I'm too close to a gravity well. I'm going to find the nearest non-gravity spot to come back into existence. Well, if there's a moon-sized rock next to a planet-sized rock, there's a space right between them that is considered no gravity. But only for about a microsecond.
Oh.
What's worse, in the calculations, a part of the calculations is the jump ship goes, what's the relative space of the system I'm in? How fast is it traveling through space? I'm going to match that speed.
Yep.
Well, the average speed of a star system moving through space is like 150 kilometers a second.
Yep.
But this one doesn't do that. It looks at the nearest closest gravity body to do its calculations. What's the nearest closest body?
Moon.
Well, actually,
Planet.
might as well be the planet. The moon is no gravity by comparison.
Yeah.
You are now entering the upper atmosphere of an Earth-sized planet doing 7 kilometers per second at 45-degree down angle. Meaning you are
Crash landing!
only pieces of the jump ship will hit the ground.
That's right.
The dropships
Yeah, it's going to break.
immediately have to try and disengage
Yeah.
to save everybody. Well, as many as they can. The people in the jump ship, man, they better get to an escape pod because they ain't coming back from this one.
Oh, worse, they might try an emergency jump.
They can't.
Oh.
All the safety locks immediately lock up and prevent any out jump.
How far?
Because you can't jump in a gravity well.
How far are we from
and-
the command center?
Most likely they use that backup battery to do that quick jump to that minimal space.
They would do that. They would try to jump out of a space.
Right.
Yeah.
But as soon as that moon-sized asteroid goes by, all of the safety locks engage. They're physical locks you can't remove. And it goes, you can't jump this ship.
Yep. Oh boy.
I look at you and I go,
Klaxons totally interrupt any ability to say anything immediately as all this chatter on all these channels start going off. The people in the jump ship are like, you guys need to detach immediately.
Not before we take on this
They're
many people as
abandoning the
possible.
bridge and trying to make their way to escape
time's
pods.
over.
The dropship itself
Give
goes,
people 30 seconds. There are people
we're going to
who
try to
fly.
detach,
Takes
but
30
everybody should
minutes to
get to
through that
an
umbilical
escape pod
to
anyway.
our jump ships from the jumper.
Because if you don't get out very quickly, you start having a debris problem.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to escape in an escape pod and get hit by a piece of falling debris,
You're fucked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Grab my duffel bag.
well, why don't we go into initiative
Yeah.
first? Because this sounds like quasi-combat. Alright, so initiative rolls. What's your initiative?
Ooh, that's good.
Why are you rolling 3d6?
Oh, I have
Advantage.
advantage on initiative.
He has
Thanks
the
to my
initiative
big
thing.
6 stats straight.
Aria,
Richard.
Richard,
7. Oh, no, wait. Plus 5, 12.
Richard,
8.
8,
15.
Alexander?
Yes.
Alexander. What did you say?
15.
Jeebus.
Fast man, go fast.
And
13.
Constantine.
Yep.
What did you
It
say?
was just a good
13.
roll.
13.
I was one away.
Okay. At the top of the first initiative order, the first response is all the klaxons and all the warnings. Now, there is an officer, there are 2 officers aboard the bridge. One is immediately like, what the? We just came out in Atmo! The other one responds with like, calculating impact arrival time.
Great.
Because the last thing they want to do is not know how much time they have to act.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
So they start going into action trying to figure out how they're going to get detached and figure out what they're going to do. There is probably a lot going aboard a jump ship, but you don't know what's happening there yet.
Yep.
We start with Alexander Kramer with his 15. What are you doing?
My first thought is, I wonder if this was planned.
Nobody plans this. Nobody could possibly have planned for this. Like I said, a misjump is 1 in a million. Millions of millions, spare me. Misarrival?
Yeah,
That's
so it's
1 in
rare.
hundreds
So it must have
of
been done on
quadrillions.
purpose.
Yeah, you couldn't calculate doing it on purpose almost. Like, I guess you could if you knew where stuff was, but
Yeah,
they
but
thought
wouldn't
the
you do
system
it?
was empty.
I just appreciate that the character that you're playing is like, we are in a fiery death situation. I'm gonna find out who did it. Like, put on your own mask first before you help others.
What are
I
you
never
doing?
said anything about doing an investigation while we're
Okay, I'm
So-
just making sure.
I'm just saying, my first thought process is, this is so rare, this must have been done on purpose.
Fair.
Okay, so there's this jump ship, there's the drop ship attached to it, it's falling through the atmosphere. You're in the upper parts of the atmosphere, so you don't notice the movement yet. You're still in 0G. Now, your ship is slowly accelerating towards the planet, but it'll start slowing down once it gets to thicker parts of the atmosphere. So you have time, but how much? You don't know. Somebody's calculating it. But your immediate instinct is probably, I need to get out of this metal death trap.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We're in the mule.
We're a mule. We're only the heaviest thing.
Sheep.
Other
Islands
than
are
the
taking
jump
care of
ship-
everything.
other than the jump ship, which we know is bound. Nothing? Just wait?
We'll just wait and see what everyone else does. Oh, what you guys gonna
Hey,
do?
anybody else feel that?
I get
What do y'all
over.
make of this?
I get over comms and I go, we're in atmosphere.
Constantine, Aria, then Richard.
Get up. Grenade. Go into the docking collar. How far away is it from where I'm sitting? I'm in the technician.
If you are moving now to the KFFC boom,
Yeah.
which is this docking clamp collar that, so they don't really specify in the lore anywhere that I know of male and female ending.
Mhm.
So it's assumed that they both do it. They both actually mesh with each other and clamp,
Okay.
and then pull in and hold each other.
Hmm.
The problem is that if the jump ship has malfunctions,
Right.
there's ways for the dropship to override it so it can get loose. but you don't know what kind of strain and pressure they're under. They're
Right.
not meant for strain and pressure.
Right. Yeah.
Disengaging
They're meant for
management
0
is
G.
very-
Yeah, so
easy.
you can head that direction knowing that that could be a problem.
Okay.
And as an engineer, you would know you know enough about it to be like, well, this is how you could break loose.
Okay.
But as far as like the intricate details of how it works,
I'm not looking for intricate right now.
yeah,
I'm looking for.
intricate is let's explode a hole in it and get loose, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll deal with the rest later.
I'll go with that.
Yeah,
All right. Grab our stuff.
you start grabbing your stuff.
Grab our stuff. Me and Vanessa are sharing the cabin, so it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
We get our stuff and we're on the evacuation page. Where the lifeboats?
You go up to the thing and you start reading through like evacuation, mule class dropship, production line, and then it hits you. There's a thing right at the bottom says constructed in shipyards made by Boeing Interstellar.
There's no lifeboats, is there?
There are, but
They're just as
there's that
dangerous.
little part of you that's just like, let's hope that their safety regulations have increased since 2024.
Well,
Yes, you know where the
Next
lifeboats
month,
are. There are 2 lifeboats and 2 escape pods.
so we're going to grab our stuff and start heading for the escape pods.
Okay,
actually.
you guys are in rooms, I'm
Yeah.
assuming, so you guys are going to be pretty
Yeah.
near each other.
Also activating combi to being like, everybody, we should meet up at one of the escape pods.
That's a good idea.
This is crashing.
Yes.
Reach over, grab the grenade launcher, grab ammo. I'm heading to the docking bay.
I'm heading to the KFFZ boom.
Good luck!
All right,
The
next round
engineers,
initiative.
I'll solve this problem.
The
The
im-
non-engineers. I'm
The
gonna fuck
immediate
up.
calculation is interesting because you think about something that's moving 7 kilometers a second at a 45-degree angle to the planet. You guys can do a lot of research into this. I did. You have anywhere between, depending on, air resistance rates, anywhere between a minute and a half and 5 minutes before you should impact the ground. That gives you a lot of time to do stuff. But we're also counting these rounds as effectively a lot more than just 6 to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So, the next immediate thing is that the commander of the Mule Class Dropship Lightning Bug hits the bridge and goes, let's get this under control, contact the jump ship, and see if they can release their docking clamps. We're going to try and release ours.
How's that go?
I'm just going to roll for that with disadvantage. Not good.
2 once not good?
Not critical failure.
Oh, okay.
Not good.
Hmm.
I consider them trying to unclamp themselves in atmosphere falling.
Yeah.
When the Mule class dropship Lightning Bug is on the planet side of the jump ship.
So we're pulling away.
Oh.
At least an 11 plus. They didn't get 2 1s, but they definitely didn't get an 11 plus. Suffice it to say, they've got problems because there's an immediate lurch.
Yep.
As your whole dropship shifts some, and you guys all have 0G operations, so I'm going to need another 0G operations check to see if you can not get yourself this. Now, are you still strapped in?
Nope.
Because if you're still strapped in, you wouldn't have had to roll.
Yeah.
3 under.
10, that's a good roll.
I got a 10 as well.
Excellent.
Ah, god damn it. It was a
Go
fucking
team.
9 and then it rolled a 6.
engineer!
Yeah.
Ah.
How many under are you?
You're strapped in, right?
So you went with him.
Yeah. That's true.
Oh.
I'm 4.
We're heading for the escape
Four under.
pod.
You're 4 under. Woof. You take 2 points of damage to the 6. For those of you watching at home, we're using a more dark conspiracy style hit location damage capacity system. We'll provide links into how all that works. You get a little bump on the, what was that?
Right arm.
Right on the shoulder. It's not too bad, but you realize that you're gonna probably have to keep making checks as things get worse and worse here.
Yep.
You guys are still headed that way, so we'll start with Alexander Kramer, you're up.
What do you need me to do? You're the one that's kind of leading this charge on.
Are you? Yeah, you could just.
So
follow.
that's a hold action, I'm assuming.
Or he's basically doing whatever you're doing, which is moving in a
Okay.
direction.
Yeah, I'm going to the docking collar.
Okay. It's going to take you 2 more rounds to get there.
Okay.
Because you have to go down floors, and down floors when you're moving in a weird direction is just,
Right.
0G is just weird.
While
I
you're
don't
being
like-
pulled. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's shuddering and moving, shifting
Yeah.
around.
Right. Sparks.
The
I will
good part
obviously
is
grab
that-
my stuff, but
The
I
good
mean,
part
at
is
this
everything
point-
is secured for jumps. So now you don't have to worry about a bunch of shit flying through the air hitting you, at least.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How long is it going to take to get to the actual escape pods?
2 rounds.
2 rounds.
Just go. Worst case scenario, you get out.
And we don't.
I'm wondering if there's something I can't do.
Yeah, so the Lucky Strike is 150,000 tons and 500 meters long and approximately 60 meters in diameter on average.
It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Its volume is 1,500,000 cubic meters, which gives it an average mass of 9.5 tons per cubic meter.
We're going to have a great time.
We're going to be fine.
We're going to be absolutely
We're
fine.
going to be fine.
It's currently carrying just under a megaton of falling energy.
We're going to be fine!
We'll be fine.
I don't like the odds of that.
How much weight can an escape pod hold?
Not
No, no,
a
no.
megaton.
So an escape
Just
pod
a
is more
general
of like a everybody jump in here, it'll get us, down safely. Lifeboats are the we can get 20 people in this sucker
Right.
kind of
Actually,
thing.
we're hauling ass to the docking collar.
I'm
Anybody
assuming
else
there
got
might be some
demolitions?
cargo that we want to
Yes.
try and
Okay,
get it in there, preserve it.
What I think that's
Are you also going there? Everybody's headed to the docking.
we are hauling ass to the docking collar.
Okay, you're all
Yeah,
headed to the
so-
docking collar to make sure that it functions correctly.
I'm going to try and use computers to see if I can do something to get the docking collar on there into what have you.
At this
You
point,
folks do your
you're
thing.
passing all the other passengers who are immediately going to like the actual lifeboats.
While we're running, can you get on comms to the bridge and tell them to spool up engines and get ready?
They're
Because-
already doing that, or you're assuming they're going to be doing that.
Well, I would rather not.
So the
assume.
good news is once
Perception
this,
check.
well, the
Are
good news
they?
is once this big brick is away from the jump ship,
Yeah.
spinning up your engines and landing is not that hard, assuming there's no major damage.
Right.
That's what I'm hoping for in this scenario.
Yeah.
That we don't have to just.
All right, at the end of this round,
Zero G check.
they are trying to use their emergency disconnect codes to fire the onboard explosive inside the KFCC boom to blow out the attachment so they can disconnect.
right.
That is not optimal either. So, you hear some KFCC explosive boom's failure. It looks like we're going down with it.
I'm sure there's a manual override somewhere on it.
Yeah, it's called.
I just assume we meet in the same thing. You hand me a grenade launcher because I also have heavy weapons.
No, it's literally like I got all 3 of them and just my backpack of grenade launcher ammo, and I just meet you in the
How
hallway
much
and I just
structural
go,
integrity
Yep.
do you have again?
Just throw the case of them in there.
no, that's bad. That's too big of a
It
move.
has 10 structural integrity. It's taking a D3 structural integrity this round. Okay, it takes 3 structural integrity.
I was
It's down to
afraid.
7.
The boom did.
We only
No,
have to do
the
3
whole
stru-
ship
We only have to do
okay.
7 more
Oh.
structural integrity damage, and we're disconnected.
Yes, from life.
Now, granted, at 0 structural integrity, you can still technically land it, but it's going to be more of a land and it collapses on itself kind of problem.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Do we need to roll 0G at the end of the round then?
Yeah, go ahead and roll 0 Gs this round for you guys getting around. You guys are all moving in the same direction.
I'm hurt. I'm 3 under.
3.
12.
Woohoo!
Finally.
Well, you get an experience, another 0 G ops experience point.
I almost had one.
Did you? Were you good?
Yeah.
Okay. You take 3 to the 4.
I'm over by 2.
That's actually fine.
Yeah, no. It's bumping into stuff in 0 G. Like usually isn't that bad. It's what's about to happen.
Yeah, no.
This next round, you guys hit the full, thicker part of the atmosphere. And there is breaking and shuddering and crunching. And you see parts of the jump ship tear away.
Yep.
Because of the massive, fiery force of the atmosphere is hitting this thing.
And it's on top of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
The lightning bug takes another structural
Yep.
hit, so it's down to 6. But it's designed to do this. It's designed to hit the atmosphere in almost any direction at high speeds and go, it could be worse. But there are like panels shearing off of it too. We're like, we didn't need that armor. How much armor do we have? Only 16 tons. We'll put it back later. The key is getting on the ground. I'm pretty certain that'll happen definitely.
Yeah.
Preferably without the thing on top of it.
You guys arrive at the KFCC collar where there is already a technician going ka-chunk, ka-chunk. It's not working! Ka-chunk. Oh my god!
Meanwhile, 3 people with grenade launchers run into the room. Move!
So here's the thing about the KFCC boom. KFFC boom. I keep saying it wrong. The Kirna Fushada boom is like a plug that goes into the dropship and into the jump ship. And it acts as a big cable that sucks and connects it to the ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which means you've got these big interlocking braces.
Yep.
Like steel I-beams this big.
Yep.
But there's a clamp point on either end that is actually the problem. Observation checks. You get it easier because you're an engineer. You get it 2 less because you have
Tech aerospace?
tech aerospace.
Would a vibro blade do anything to these?
Probably
Slowly.
not.
Whoa.
Well,
Wow.
gain your experience point. You rolling still can help though.
Am I rolling perception or am I rolling
You're
tech?
rolling perception, but you're getting it
Ten.
easier because you have a specific skill.
Hey!
Perception.
I'm 4.
Okay.
Maxed out my dice.
Excellent.
Nice, huge.
Okay, so I am 3 over.
What you see is on your side, all of the explosive clamps have gone off. And it has detached your ship. But the jump ship side, that's about 10 meters further into the boom, and technically between the 2 ships, is not. It's failed. Completely. There are explosive charges in it, and you could get it to release, but that whole system is offline. In fact, there's probably no power to the jump ship at all.
Oh, that makes it so much worse.
Your options quickly become, you got a lot, you see it, but you don't know exactly what you might need to do. You see it and you go, well, what you could do is you could tie a rope off and you could get inside the boom and then you could try to, do whatever you do from there. But then if it detaches, you'll be like sucked through a straw like this on your way out, which is probably not safe for the user.
Right.
You could fire from here, but your chances is that you're just going to explode the whole boom, which would detach you, but there would be this slight sucking sensation that everyone in the boom would feel, and you might get sucked out into low atmosphere.
Is there a shutter that can drop down on this thing to seal it off?
In order to explode it off, the shutter has to be open.
So there is a shutter.
There is a shutter.
Is there a bracing position to hang on to
Not
next
a good
to
one.
it?
It's not designed
Oh,
for that.
so
I've got some
But you could.
So I maxed out my dice, and I have the skills to understand better. Is there
So you
anything
don't
better
know
I can see?
aerospace as well, but you suspect there's a certain tolerance. Here's the option. You each take grenade launchers and you just go that KFFC boom completely while holding on.
Right.
Yeah.
You're going to damage the ship.
Right.
Maybe irreparably.
Right.
It's better than
But
dying.
on the other hand, if there's enough pressure on the ship, like if they wind up the engines and they just start firing, they're going to tilt the whole thing and they're going to rip the boom off anyway.
Right.
Which could explode the whole ship.
Right.
As far as you know. Like, you don't know exactly what the tolerance is there, but you could see it happening. If that thing hits one of the engines on the lightning bug,
We're fucked.
you might as well all be dead.
Yeah.
Because even if you don't immediately explode, there's the landing on 3 to 5 engines is never a good idea.
Mm.
There is another option.
Well, I
Someone
don't think,
goes
I don't
down
think
the
I've
road
thought of
and
that
times the rope
option.
to
I
the
think
lever.
I've thought of a different option.
Well, I'll tell you what option you think of because you got such a good roll.
Okay.
Which is, you don't lower somebody down. You lower the ordnance down.
Right.
And you set it off remotely. Which you can do.
Yeah.
But it is, again, blowing a big open hole in the ship.
I do have sabotage.
Question: is there access to the ship from our side to access some sort of panel on the other side to set off the charges?
Well, so here's the thing: is you could go down the boom and you would reach the shuttered end of where the jump ship is cut off from you. You could try to cut or blow a hole through that and then try to activate it, but you'd be in the jump ship when the dropship releases from it, which is pretty much guaranteeing you'll die.
Not necessarily if there's another, lifeboat nearby.
There isn't.
Is there?
Almost all of the lifeboats and dropships aboard a jump ship are near the bridge.
Is there a?
We went the
Terrible design.
we went the opposite direction.
That's actually done for a reason, because that's where all the people are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Is there a life pod on our side that's nearby to this?
Kind of.
Okay.
But they might not wait around.
I have an
So
idea.
here's a choice, and I'm just going to float this on the table.
Yep.
Since we're not in the moment right now,
Mhm.
we're people in a room. And hear me out. This isn't great. Remote pilot that life pod to split the KFFC boom. Oh,
As soon as you detach, because you have such less
Striker, come here.
mass, you're going to immediately go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's no piloting after that because you're moving way slower.
Well, I'm saying remote pilot it.
No, the
Yeah,
pod
no,
the pod doesn't have that
the-
kind of functionality.
Well, and that's the thing is, even if
So-
you could rig it up, which you might be able to do, it's so light that
Right.
hitting the atmosphere is going to cause it to fly away
Right.
almost
Yeah.
immediately. You're going to want to get clear of all the debris too, because if you're out there,
No, I'm not saying we're in the life pod.
I know. I'm just saying, even if you remotely,
I'm saying the people in the life pod are going to hit the KFFC boom.
No, I'm saying is like, even if you could pilot it that way, even if you would get it in that position, yeah, the likelihood is that you would just destroy the life pod or lifeboat
I have two clarifying questions.
before it does anything good for you.
One, does this dropship have shields?
What are those?
Okay.
I work on lowering the ordnance.
Literally shields in the BattleTech universe?
Well, I was thinking of anything that is keeping Atmo out right
Yeah,
now.
arm on hull,
Yeah,
which is going away quickly.
right. But I was thinking of I'm trying to figure out if we ordnance this entire sebum, when it rips out, right, we're going to have a giant hole.
Yeah.
And
You're
that's-
going to have about a 4 to 6 meter wide hole in the hull of the ship.
Fantastic. The second question is there rope in this room and or cable? Loose cable, specifically.
No. In fact, generally loose objects in the KFCC boom are restricted.
Counterpoint.
Specifically because they don't want you accidentally jamming up the works with a bunch of extra debris.
The guy that's
Before you
there.
go too far on that, I have in my gear mag boots and a pair of gripper gloves. You could climb upside down.
that's
It's a
everything I
little
needed right
Spider-Man
there.
kit.
Don't you have a cable?
I do have a cable.
So we'll just cable you up. Here's the gripper
No,
gloves,
yeah,
the
no.
mag boots, clamp them on, and Engineer Spider-Man go to it.
Like putting on bag boots.
There's 3 major options as I see it. Somebody sacrifices themselves, goes over to the other end, and releases you. And hopes
That's
that
kind
they
of
can
my
get
thought.
back. And hopes that they can get back. If you have a cable, you might survive it. But you would be on the outside of a falling ship for a little bit.
I have the cable and the Enviro suit.
Really, the question is how are you going to, you could go do that.
Yeah.
That would be the safest way to do it. But there's no guarantee that it's gonna work properly, because as soon as that clamp is released, this whole ship might roll.
Yep. And I might go,
And no, you might just get flattened by it.
That's also true.
The other option, though, is you just fire grenades at it and just be like, nope, we're getting loose. That is by far the safest thing, really. Because you guys get to stay on the inside of your ship while you do it.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
we're
gonna
do the
take-
opposite. We're going to do that other
Let's
thing
do
I
that
thought of
one.
and do the remote detonate.
You want to do the remote detonation?
Let's remote detonate. and whoever has the highest like strength equivalent, they're the person who is gripper gloved and mag booted down as an anchor. How's that?
That would
sound?
be build.
Build.
And yes, build saves are in your future one way or the other. Just FYI.
Question is, can we see, is the door open through to the other ship?
No.
No,
The door into the jump ship is closed. It remains closed and it's technically controlled on their side. You could try to hack into their system, but if they don't have power, you can't open it.
I like the idea of popping that open.
So we can try. We can spin around and try and blow that door open. However, if I remember correctly, we wouldn't be able to damage that even if we had a railgun.
What, the door?
The outside of the door, because the outside of the dropship door should be the most heavily
It's
enforced.
a blast door, but you guys have a lot of explosive ordnance.
Dave,
Hold
that
on.
crate of grenades.
So let me clarify this. Our dropship, there's a door here. This thing connects. This thing connects. Right?
Yes.
There's basically a cylindrical tube
Right. Okay.
between you guys.
So we're gonna just put these in there, close our door,
Nope.
and hit the button.
I would like to.
Actually, if you put the ordnance in it and then closed your door, it would hypothetically be less damaging to your ship and you guys personally, should anything go weird.
But
That's what I've been
do
trying to
you
say,
have
but also
remote
having
detonation
their door
explosives?
open so that.
Yes.
The blast
Yeah.
goes that way. Yeah, opening
Yeah.
their door is probably not going to happen.
Okay.
All right,
It was
well, let's
worth
give it a
an
shot, folks.
Worth floating.
what do you have?
Your grenades.
Those are not remote detonated.
Yes, they are. Because guess
Actually,
what?
Well, so here's the thing is, they're not by,
Design.
standard. But the idea is, think about using an under grenade.
Yeah.
Unless it's one of those ones that's on a wire that activates it after it leaves the tube, most of these are activated as soon as you pull the trigger, or there's a proximity.
Right. Yeah.
The truth is you can actually rig it to be like, hey, here's a timer and stick it in there, detonate after so many seconds. Technically, there's ways to rig that up.
So
He would know how to do that,
Yeah.
Mr. Sabotage and Demolitions.
a standard. I'm gonna get real weird on this. A standard 40mm grenade launcher fired out an M203.
Mhm.
It once the primer is ignited,
Right.
it has a safe distance, so
Right.
you can hit them like a slug.
Yeah.
But it has X amount of revolutions it needs to complete
Before
that explosive head will hit.
Correct.
Or it'll
So,
detonate.
if it's similar, clink, roll it, and then throw it down the
I'm
tube
understanding what you're going
with
for
the big
now.
pile of grenades down the way.
No. I'm following you now.
Proximity.
Sympathetic
You know,
detonation.
There's going to be a roll. We'll make it happen.
Remote. Yeah.
Again, the best way to do it though, is to
use
put it
my
on a line
dropping
instead of
while
trying to
under
just guess the
acceleration.
distance.
Right.
Because if you
Drop.
guess the distance and it hits the hole and stops,
like
Right.
this.
you got problems.
Shit.
Well,
It might
actually,
still work, but
no. But that makes it even easier then, right? Because you have mag boots and grippers. It will take us would you say it would take 1 round or 2 rounds to traverse the capsule on mag boots?
it will take. We'll say it'll take a round in this sense to traverse it in mag boots.
Okay.
But in terms of safety, the mag boots is a safety issue, not a how fast can you get there issue.
In the
Obviously.
time that it's taking for them to get this figured out and set up,
I'm allowing this somewhat out of character of what do we have? We have grenades. We have this. We can fire grenades out there. Well, what if we just go down there and...
I'm going to start trying to weaken the holding mechanism with my vibro blade.
You're not going to get very far. This thing is literally designed to be hit and twisted and turned by other
I'm gonna
mech
try
scale
and-
objects and not detached.
I am going to try and do what I can with the time that we have before we're actually setting this off.
Okay.
Just to try
Yeah.
and...
Yeah, you're just sitting there well, you know what? I'm going to fucking do this while you guys figure that shit out.
And once you're ready, I'll get out of here.
Yeah,
You have
So-
better build than me.
Do I? I'm 4.
I am. Also
Yeah, you have better
4.
build than
Okay.
me.
4 is pretty good.
All
Out
right.
of curiosity.
pretty good.
So
Yes.
here's the thing. For you two, and I'm not trying to get you out of the situation and take all the spotlight, even though it's going to look like that. But the best thing you two can do is get your sister somewhere safe if this doesn't work out.
No.
Get yourself somewhere safe if this doesn't work out.
Realistically, the moment we see the three of you come into the room, I think both of us share a look and we go, they need to get to an escape pod.
Yeah. You guys need to be somewhere that's not this, because, like, I roll terribly. And these grenades blow up on me.
So for those of you at home who don't know role-playing games, this is what I call a climbing while roped together issue. These guys are making it so that the two people are more likely to die because they don't have help. So here's where I have to convince them that everybody should be in the room and you should get more rolls to succeed.
And this is where the editor is going to put in the Predator.
Devil horns?
No, the Predator, Arnold, and Carl Weathers slapping hands, because we're going to look at each other and say, we've got this.
We've got this.
You son of a bitch.
Other than your sister, who I don't know what her build is offhand. Two? Maybe she should be in a different room. The rest of these monkeys you should all be in the same room. You should all be trying to help each other stay tethered to this ship when this inevitably goes really poorly in 2 rolls.
We could do that, too.
Here's my thought process. Above board, I have the equipment because I took equipment to start.
The gripper gloves and the mag boots are great because they give you advantage.
Wrap us.
But who gets her same
Right. Right.
14?
Yeah. Okay, she'll be in a different
You're gonna. I'm gonna let you use the
shit.
mag boots and stuff because you have the build. In case something goes wrong, when you're in there, you might survive.
Yeah.
I might survive. I might also die.
Well, at this point, all I know is that you're holding on to shit and you're yeeting a bunch of explosives into this tube.
No. We're actually being a lot more smart than that. I give him the mag boots. I'm going to explain what we're going to do.
Okay.
I'm giving him the mag boots and the grippers.
No, I'm going to go down to where the explosives are going to...
I'm giving him the mag boots and the grippers, and I'm going to take my backpack that I brought, and I'm going to start arming and setting the rounds for explosive, but I'm not going to start the timers.
Okay.
So I'm priming them, but I'm not starting their timers.
Okay.
Then I'm going to fill the backpack with enough explosives that he can take them down there, and then when he does prime one, I can pull him back because I'm going to wrap my cable around his waist, and I'm going to use all 3 of my battery packs to operate the winch to pull his ass back.
Okay. So you're going to be in the tube setting up the explosives. Then you're going to reel him in and try to detonate.
Yes.
I'm going to take out of my climbing kit, waist kit, clip it on, take the actual carbiners, clip that to the 0G hitch points in the actual cargo
There are a
area.
lot of little
hitch points.
and carabiners.
And then I'm going to carabiner all of us together so that when you inevitably get sucked out,
We can all leave and start a different game.
Comes back in like Brock Sanson.
I need a cigarette.
Don't worry, I just got cigars.
But yeah, I guess all secured and
I'll
lined off.
reinflate your lungs.
Okay.
Yeah. Hear that?
So
crack?
I'm going to say that you worked that all out in effectively 1 round.
Okay.
The next round, you guys are going to all give me another 0G check. This time at 2 easier because you are strapping off to each other. You're making sure that you're safe and secure doing
Wow.
this. Well, go ahead and take the experience and let's... Oh, wait. Did you already use
Yes, of
your
course.
edge? Oh, no!
The guy with all the explosives just fucking failed.
Damn it.
massively. Like I said.
Oh, wait, you said it was easier.
You take 1 point of damage to the 12.
Oh, to the 12.
You said
Ow. Damn it.
And you take 4 to the 6.
Okay.
Anybody else get under?
failed.
Failed by 7.
You said
Did
it
you
was
get 2 1s?
No.
Wait, you said it was a stage easier, right?
You said it was 2 easier.
2 easier.
2 points easy.
Oh, so
2
I
points
failed
each.
by 5.
Still a fail.
Yeah.
How much?
4 to the 4.
Failed by 1.
1 to the 4.
Go team.
You felt well. Everybody failed even though they were trying to make it easier?
Yes.
5 out of 5.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, all
My
of us
legs
just
are
learned
fucked
0G ops. We're not good at it.
Ow! Not my shins.
I like
a shin bones.
I
I need those.
hit my ankle on one of the bars as I'm like setting up the winch system, and I just go.
Does anybody have over a scratch?
I don't have over a scratch, but I'm at a scratch.
At a scratch is still a scratch. Oh, good times. All right. All right. You guys winch each other in. You guys start setting up the device. Who's going? Are you going into the tube?
Well, yeah.
You're getting lowered into the
gotta
tube, or
be,
you're climbing
yeah.
into the tube. Do you have
Yeah.
these guys in
Yes.
clam boots or
While
both?
he was prepping, I was putting the gear on.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a climbing check. You'll have advantage because you have devices that help you climb.
Okay.
But since you don't have it, that's disadvantage. They cancel each
So
other out.
it's not-
So you basically are rolling against your athletics.
Right.
Luckily, he's rolling against his athletics and not a save because this is fine.
Does he get it easier because
He makes it.
Well, an 11 against an 8 is pretty good. So you're like, oh, these are really easy. Come on.
Man, I should get a
Don't
pair of
forget
these.
to mark off the roll and
Oh,
climb.
yeah, that's right.
Yes.
But yeah, Clipper gloves are.
I think I bought them. I need to still write down the inventory.
While he's
Right.
doing that,
Mhm.
I'm over comms with him.
Detonated.
No.
Ooh.
I'm over comms with him.
Oh.
I want to just make sure that I'm not missing anything. I want to actually, because I don't know why I didn't do this last round. I'm going to roll tech aerospace,
Mhm.
and I'm going to look for the obvious thing that me, the non-aerospace engineer, would think of.
Okay.
I'm at.
Okay. You hear over comms.
Yep.
As the Lightning Bug crew is communicating with each other and is on general comms, they note that the Avantis is firing her engine still attached.
Yeah, to break the cable itself.
She's rolling
Yeah.
Lucky Strike.
Oh!
I was going to say it, but
That's actually-
I'm not the aerospace
So here's the
guy.
thing is, you're not on the same side.
Yeah.
Right.
You're actually at 3 different
Sides,
angles,
yeah.
essentially. Avantis is rolling because her boom is smaller on her side. She knows she can detach.
Right.
So she's rolling it so you guys won't be on the bad side of it. But then she's leaving immediately. She's getting the hell out of there.
Are they firing their engines to roll with her?
They're firing their thrusters to roll basically lucky strikes so that you guys will be kind of pointed away from it when they leave.
Okay.
Um,
Because we're like this currently, and they're over here, I assume?
so if here's the planet and here's the jump ship Lucky Strike, you're underneath it. They're
Yeah.
trying to roll you this way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're trying to roll you a little out from underneath it.
Have
Which
they...
is it's still advantage to them because they want to be directly up
Yeah.
when they leave.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is now they're doing even more structural damage to Lucky Strike, so...
Lucky Strike was dying anyway.
It was dead anyway, it's just a matter of how bad, how quickly.
Yeah.
That ice cream's already on the ground. It doesn't matter if it landed on an ant.
Correct.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so it's going to attach at the end of the round. You guys are in a slightly less bad position, but still not a great one.
What about the other one? What about the Lion class ship?
The Lion class jump ship doesn't... You haven't heard anything about what they're doing.
Okay.
All right.
Not our concern.
Did the bridge reach out to them?
No, because they're not really in direct contact with each other yet. They're
Oh,
more
okay.
just trying to figure out how they're going to get loose of Lucky Strike.
This.
Gotcha.
All right.
Put your own mask on.
You guys set it up. You get reeled back in. It's not too hard to reel them back in because, again, you're still mostly under 0G operations right now.
Helmet.
As soon as he is in our side,
Mm-hmm.
you're priming the remote detonate.
Yeah, it's ready.
I'm holding on the shutter. As soon as he tosses it down, I shutter.
As soon as I
Blast doors
clear the
down.
door.
So you're going to hand throw this grenade, or you're going to fire a grenade at it, or you're going to... You set it up to detonate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've set it up to detonate. Just a real quick aerospace check. Just a real quick engineering check.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually... That's outstanding. 5 up.
I'm 1 over.
Okay. There's a chance that the remote detonator won't work through the shuttered hull door.
We're
Just
we're
as
not,
it
we're not-
closes.
We're not using a remote detonator. We're remote detonating.
That's not what he said.
No,
is what you said.
No, it's on remote detonation.
He has a clicker.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a clicker.
Yes.
That's different from
Here's the problem. See, a lot of these hull doors are actually charged.
Yeah.
Easy mode.
And so regular,
Time it.
Yeah, regular things don't work through it. You can timer it,
Right.
in which case I need a demolition check from you anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
were getting a roll of that
It's
need
fine. It's just
that.
FYI. Sometimes, like, signals going through these charge control doors.
Oh
like,
no,
these
you have to
meters
open the
don't-
shutter
don't
again and
work
close
right.
it one more time.
Well,
to
but if
try
you
again.
if you detonate it while it's open, though, is a problem.
Hey. Wow. Wow.
Does he get 2
Do you
experience
have
for that?
advantage?
No, I have disadvantage. Because I don't have the skill.
Well, you do now, sir. You're like, this can't go wrong.
Nice.
It can only go right.
Now that was awesome.
That was beautiful.
That was
What
a
are the
great
chances of that
disadvantage
shit?
roll.
There's a massive explosion from the KFFC boom. You've completely obliterated it. There's no coming back from that. This thing is boned. The lightning bug will, until it has a major overhaul repairs, never be able to attach to another jump ship ever again.
That's fine.
But you detach.
We don't need to now.
You all immediately make a zero-G operations check
As we detach from the
at 4 harder.
Oh, I'm bouncing around.
I can't succeed. So let's see how bad I do.
Well, I failed.
Aim bonus. For
You
being
can only
tied
succeed
off.
with a 12. Oh, that is so
One
close!
off. Actually, I would have been at if I had that. So
Wow, you could spend your edge and avoid damage.
Don't.
I'm rolling out a 9+, and you said how many
I
harder?
said 4 harder, but a 12 always succeeds in this case.
That was
So
a
I'm-
10.
Oh, is that a 10?
Yeah,
Never
that's a
mind.
10.
I'm bad. I thought it was a.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I thought it was a 5 and a 6. So I was like, no. The good part is
I'm three under.
3 under isn't that bad. 3 under is only 2 1d6 hits.
I'll take that.
8. So
Yeah, 4 to the 1 and 6 to the 3.
1 under.
1 under is only 1 damage.
Hey, I'm still at scratches.
5 to the 1.
I've got some bruising.
6 under.
Ouch. 5 to the 2. 3 to the 5. How many?
Crit buttons.
Wait, what?
Oof.
Oof.
What'd you roll?
2 ones.
2 ones.
Take your skill point.
Take your skill point. The
And
good news,
damage like
the
'em.
first one is 5 to the 5. The bad news is when I roll these 2d6 together. Well, it's not a 12.
That's good.
It is a 5 to the 3. Which is actually a pretty crap roll for.
That's actually
really is.
so
That's
good.
very survivable. Does anybody have over a scratch?
Yep.
Nope.
Nope. I'm getting banged around, but
A damage over a scratch and under or equal to serious is a serious wound. For every serious wound, a character rolls a build save, or they suffer the consequences of the wound from Lisboa for every subsequent. That's +1 to the roll. It's your first one, so you just do a regular build save. Oh, actually, no, you don't do a regular build save. You do a build save at, because it's your first one, 2 better.
6 under.
6 under?
Yeah.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 6.
So +2 would be an 8 against a
12.
Ooh, yeah, you have the shit roll. Okay.
yeah.
Where is the serious wound located?
It's on my left arm.
Okay, so you'll have +1 to skill check anytime you have to use that arm for a skill.
Okay.
So if you have a two-handed weapon, you're firing with your left
All
hand.
of my heavy weapon.
Though the question really ends up being, are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Well, that's a relief. No. Yeah, so the relief is you're still conscious. You're not like in a world of shit. You're just like, oh, my arm. Oh, that sucks. Anybody else?
Nope.
No? All scratches?
No.
There you go. You get scratched up a lot. What happens is as soon as this KFFC boom isn't holding you against the lightning bug, you fall away from the lightning bug by about 20 meters.
Yep.
And then it immediately catches up with you.
Yep.
And then it hits the ship.
Yep.
And the ship turns and rolls.
Yep.
There's a giant hole,
Oh, we probably
In
should have
your ship
notified
right in
the
front of
pilots
you.
about what we were doing.
but you're all hooked together.
They're all the way up there.
So the bad news is I also now need some, we'll say 0G ops because we're being fun. Note though that it would have been 4 harder, but instead it's now 4 easier because you all chained up and you all. And the good part is you can fail up to 3 of these and still not be in a world of shit.
Oh,
Yes.
since no one said it yet, communicate with the bridge. We're disconnected from it.
They
I think
pretty
they
much
noticed.
figured that out right away. Actually, I will say that the technician that was there, who was failing it, was watching you set up and already contacted the bridge. Is like, looks like they're gonna blow the KFCC boom. I'm not gonna be in the room for that.
Oh, good.
All right, we're good.
What are we rolling?
We're rolling
Zero
builds.
G.
Build save. Build save 4 easier.
You said
Oh, this is a
0G
build
off.
Sorry, 0G. 0G 4 easier. I already did build save. That's what you got.
All right.
That's a success.
4 over.
All right, 4 over
How much
Success.
easier is it?
4.
Oh, and I'm 5 under.
Okay.
No, wait, no.
Under over.
Over.
You want to be over.
Better. Over
Yeah.
is better.
4 over.
1 over.
1 over.
1 over.
Okay. You guys all make it. You get like turned around. You get thrown a little as your giant sphere of a ship does this,
Yep.
which is not fun, especially when you're on the outside of that spin. But the Dropship Lightning Bug is disconnected and able to start firing up its engines and look for a safe place to land. The bad news is, pre-scripted event, one of your engines is absolutely obliterated by the contact with Lucky Strike.
I'd like to spend my edge.
You can't spend it.
We all spend edge.
Everybody on board the bridge of the Lightning Bug is already spending their edge just to make it to the ground in one piece with engines working.
Right.
You guys turn about and you start firing your engines and looking for a safe place to land. The good news is there's a plethora of safe places to land on this planet. In fact, you're actually only about 100 kilometers from a city, or what looks like a city. And immediately, the bridge starts getting contact from ground.
Time out.
The crew starts getting contacts, and somebody from the ground contacts them and is like, hey, if you can make it, we've got a port that's safe and clear of people. You can land in it. Well, with not a whole lot of other options, the Lightning Bug starts to do its approach to this landing zone. You guys watch down and behind you outside of, I'm assuming you get out of the, space part of the hull and get into a safe spot.
Yes.
Where you guys look out windows and you watch as the Jumpship Lucky Strike hitting the worst parts of the atmosphere. The Lion-class dropship does detach, does take some damage, but then you start flying away from it.
I start getting photo shots of this as it's happening.
The explosion in the mid-atmosphere is 1.2 megatons. The main reason you would know why. There's nowhere for them to discharge the extra jump's worth of battery power.
And that's what.
Once it heats up, it is a fusion lithium mega batteries.
Yeah. And
Once those goes up, that's it.
And they had at least 2 backup jumps.
They have 1 backup jump. They used a jump to get here. The explosion isn't just bright. It is literally like a nuclear bomb going off.
I would know that it's coming too.
But the aftermath of it is, well, the good part is you're far enough away where you gotta go, ooh, and you've got a little spot in your vision, but it's not going to permanently damage you. What's left of the Lucky Strike basically starts burning up in the atmosphere as it falls.
Yep.
You guys note, as you watch this thing go down, that there are no life pods. There are no escape pods.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Once they lost power, they had to start cutting through doors.
No one made it off.
If anybody made it off, they're far ways from anyone or anything.
So, as somebody who's new to this, there are not many of these jump ships from what our conversation was before.
Correct.
At this time, you suspect that the whole of the inner sphere has somewhere in the realm of 2,200 jump ships.
Okay.
General purpose use. That is not including technically warships that can carry drop ships or specialized jump ships that are like, oh, we don't really carry drop ships, we carry shuttles.
Mm-hmm.
for general crew passengers. But in terms of the loss, an invader class dropship is basically an entire year to a year and a half shipyard production.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 4 in the inner sphere, maybe 5.
Yeah.
Which means the loss of one of these things isn't just tragic and crazy expensive. It is literally like
It's catastrophic.
It's service denial for an area. Like
it can be very serious.
Yeah.
What's worse is the loss of the crew.
Right.
This is a crew who knows this ship, who's been with this ship probably their whole lives. There's probably families on board this thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. They live there, and that's what they grew up doing.
Yeah. They live at their work.
Yeah.
And they just died.
Yeah.
So that's a lineage at least.
The good news is it looks like you guys are going to be okay in your dropship. It looks like the other 2 dropships will probably land safely, but you don't know where. Nobody's really keeping track of that.
Right.
All that you really care about is getting your asses on the ground in a safe position. The automated system on board the Lightning Bug is designed to go, oh, I've lost an engine. This is how I compensate and land without it.
Mm-hmm.
And it lands. It comes down a bit rough, but you guys are relatively okay. You guys land in a city. A very strange city. One that very few of you have ever experienced before. Because it is a Star League era city. Untouched by the ravages of war.
Damn.
Take current lifestyle and living, and then bring everybody to the base level for most middle class people is like how movie stars are treated in their day-to-day lives. The capabilities, just the extra ease of existence. Now, granted, there's still plenty of poverty there, especially in the outskirts, but this city is strange. And the group that contacted you, the middle-class dropship, are called the I2. The system you're in is the 2-aught system. It wasn't a misjump. You arrived exactly where you were supposed to be. The planet wasn't where it was supposed to be. The whole solar system, the stars, aren't where they're supposed to be.
No, someone used outdated maps.
The 2-aught system is listed as abandoned and empty, but it isn't. You guys basically meet with the crew. The 2 lifeboats were jettisoned with most of the extra people. They land relatively nearby, and they'll be on their way shortly. But in the meantime, you guys have actually other problems. You have dropped into a system with no HPG, which means any credits you had in the bank are unaccessible for the rest of all of Part 1 of this campaign.
We'll be fine.
This is why I have goods.
This is what
Nothing but
cigars.
This is why I was talking about wealth and labeling, how it exists for you, how you're taking it with you. The other bad news is that the I2 are the local planetary government. They're currently in rebellion against the Draconis Combine forces still on the planet. Because the Draconis Combine is still technically in charge here, they're just not in contact with anyone.
Oh no.
The captain of the Lightning Bug basically goes, we're a civilian dropship. We can claim neutrality and stay out of it.
Yeah, but that just means you guys are going to end up as casualties of war.
Governor Momoa, the governor of the city of New Taranga,
Jason.
leader of the I2, contacts the dropship. You're in his city. He would like to claim as salvage anything aboard the dropship, especially military equipment, to be used against them. But he's not willing to just be like, I'm taking it. He wants to meet with you first and say, hey, let's work something out here.
And
Well, we are a mercenary
We
crew.
are the only mercenaries on board that ship.
Yes, indeed.
So that's all our stuff.
Well, I
but
do want
you can
that
commission us.
If you want an atlas, there's only 2 ways to get one. Yeah.
Note that the main damage to the Lightning Bug, which is already a poorly armed device, the KFC FFC boom is completely destroyed. One of its landing struts and one of its thrusters are completely gone. One of its main engines are completely gone. Cargo Bay 1 and Cargo Bay 3 are also partly damaged. When it sits on the landing pad, it has a slight tilt to it.
That tracks.
Yep.
We are going to end this one here. We'll pick up next time from here.
Okay.
We're still in chapter 1. We're still having fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Survived.
You survived.